Another market find here in Senegal. It just seemed, once you find, it's like a treasure trove over there, man. When I find the mine with all the locks, all these things popped out. This is a Vicaro. I have never heard of a Vicaro, and I certainly have no idea what Italy trace means. Maybe copied from Italy, perhaps? Anyway, not much to look at. I did look at it in the store before I wasted my $3 US on it. And it's not a lot to look at, quite honestly. It is very well, I mean, it's nice and heavy. This is real brass, and it's very well engraved. You can see the Vicaro name on both sides. It's centered, it's well done, equally stamped, so at least they did that part right. But when you start looking at the other parts of the quality, if you take a look at the actuator, you see these little speckles. Let me grab a pick here to kind of point out. These little speckles, so they oversprayed the paint. I guess they were spraying the actuator while it was in place. I can't imagine why they would do that, but it's on both sides, so they didn't even mask it when they did that. Also, when you look at the screw hole, the threads are okay, I suppose. There's a rough spot over here, but if you look inside of there, let me see if I can poke it from the other side. This is tumbling media. So when they tumbled it, they didn't even bother clean this out or chase those threads, which tells me that the whole lock is probably full of that tumbling media stuff. But not the greatest. The pins on the bottom even, they're not bad, but it's an attention to detail thing. They're not all the same depth. They're not perfectly in line. Some of them are knuck flat. Some of them are rounded or domed. So what do you expect for $3, Bill? Quit whining, right? Here's what the key looks like. It is a cut key, not a stamped key, and that's always a good thing. Not bad bitting on it either. It does work. You got to kind of force it in. You can feel that grit, and it's not too bad. It doesn't get stuck anywhere. It does open, so that's a good thing. So let's find out what Vicaro has in store for us. Let's grab the tension wrench that we always use for these Y styles. And let's figure out, first of all, if it's got any security pins. Please have security pins. I bought a Bricard, paid a lot more than this, and it did not have security pins. Alright, so this is a triple peak from Sparrows. If I don't say that, there's always somebody out there that asks. So, always better to say it up front. I think my wrench is probably not the right one. A little bit wider there, because that other one was flopping. Alright, so here we go. Let's try this again. And there we go. Open on... Of course, this is like the magic key, man. This opens everything, it seems like. There we go again. Piece of junk. Alright, let us now rock it. Let's zip it. Let's try something a little bit different. Get that wrench out of the way, light tension, and see if we can zip it open. What a piece of junk. Not even worth $3 or $4, man. Rock it. Let's rock it. And of course, rocking it opens it. And the hardest way, but the most reliable way, and this is where the video fails, because then Bill will fail to open a simple Vicaro with no security pins. How embarrassing would that be? It's slower, but more reliable. I got a little bit of a turn on the core there. And there we go, open. Alright, don't buy a Vicaro. So if you come to Senegal, this should not be on your to-buy list. So if you're coming here for tourism and you go to the market and you see one of these, pass it by. Don't even think about it. There's nothing to be learned from this. Anyway, fellas, again, I wish I'd spent that $4 on beer. I have more to show for it. Thanks for your time. Everybody stay safe. And for goodness sake, stay legal.